Well, we're joined now by Professor Tony Young, National Clinical Director for Innovation at NHS England. Good to see you.
Morning.
Thanks for joining us. So we are healthier, but we're using the NHS more. How does the system need to change to be fit for purpose for the next 70 years?
So it's a really fantastic time in healthcare at the moment. We should be very proud as a nation. 70 years ago, our nation undertook one of the largest social innovations of the post-war period, providing healthcare free at the point of delivery for its whole population. No one had done that before. So it was a great innovation, but the problems and challenges we faced 70 years ago aren't the same ones that we face today. So we need new thinking, new action, innovation to help us take forward those latest, greatest ideas. And one of the great joys of my role that I have at NHS England is I get to see some of the latest, greatest things going on right across our planet. So whether that's startups from Mountain View in Silicon Valley or in Moscow or in Israel or in Tech City in Islington, all the things that are going on around the place.
Can you just show us the example you've got with you? So an app that we may be able to use in the future and that gadget that you've got there.
Sure, certainly.
You're very interested in this.
I am, I love this. You know, I'll tell you why, because it's about posture. I know what it's about and my posture's awful.
So let me show you this. So what would you think that is? So that's a wearable sensor. It comes from an Israeli startup that I've been working with. This is an upright sensor, and this is for your posture. Now, I'm wearing one at the moment. I'll just show that to the camera, and hopefully you can see that.
So where is this? So what do I do with this?
So that sits on your spine, just at the top. I'm wearing one under my shirt at the moment.
Right.
And what I think you can see there is if I slouch down, it goes red, and if I sit up straight, you will see that the man changes to green and I'm upright. Now, we've done a little study in my hospital group in Essex, looking at exploring this sensor in around 20 people, and people who were able to use this for 3 months and train regularly in just keeping sitting upright, almost half of them reported that their back pain had gone.
So you just have to keep it kind of on around?
No, that you do a training period during the day and for 10 or 15 minutes or so, and then it can be on tracking, so it can tell you actually. And what it does is when you slouch, when you're in training mode, it just vibrates very slightly, so you feel this little buzzing on your spine.
You sit up straight.
And you sit up straight. But shouldn't we be using technology in new and interesting ways like that? But it's not just wearable sensors. We've got a programme at NHS England called our Clinical Entrepreneur Programme, where we're taking some of the brightest, most disruptive frontline clinicians in our health service, so doctors, dentists, scientists, pharmacists, nurses, bringing them onto this programme to teach them commercial skills and knowledge to help take their ideas forward. One of these is called Proximi. And what Proximi does, it's an augmented reality collaboration platform. What does that mean? Have you seen the movie Avatar?
Yes.
Where you had a piece of high technology that created a virtual person in a different place. Well, in Hollywood, it's the stuff of movies and science fiction. In the NHS, as we move into our 70th year, it is this wonderful little startup that came from a plastic surgical registrar called Proximi. And what they've been doing is creating so you could take a surgical expert, you could put them in a hospital anywhere on the planet, and they could help local teams deliver that surgical care. Now, we're using it for training of medical students and junior doctors in this country, but the team at Proximi have already deployed this in Syria. So in a war setting where you can't get that expert surgical expertise on the front line, you can have that virtual surgeon there in the room in a trauma setting.
And the funding is in place to put that in?
So Proximi is a company that spun out, and they have raised funding through investors to take that forward, because actually if we don't get our ideas out of our labs and out of our hospitals into businesses or into social enterprises that can be funded, then they're going to sit as ideas that go nowhere, not making a difference to patients' care. So there are so many exciting things going on. Now, whether it's people think the latest, greatest things have to come from Silicon Valley, but they don't. We're seeing lots of stuff coming out of Israel, lots of stuff coming out of London at the moment as well.
OK, we'll have to leave it there. Dr. Young, thank you very much.
Thank you.